I think the volunteers are the heroes because, you can do all the research you want. If you can't get the average person like me to take the vaccine trial, to be in a trial, all your research is for nothing. It's just, it's on paper.
We are almost 30 years from having effective treatment for HIV, but nowhere near a cure. And so I just wanted to be able to do my part.
I want to try to at least help make a difference by participating.
The more people can participate and are willing to participate in those things, the faster science goes forward and the faster we get benefits for the rest of society.
If I'm going to be a guinea pig, I'd rather it be for a good cause. I'm helping out a cause that's bigger than myself.
It brought my self-esteem a little bit higher. I started taking that self-esteem into the world.
They gave me a future, something to remember, not forget.
Many of my friends in the community were very excited at the possibility of an HIV vaccine at all. And I think that, most of my community members were very supportive of my having the privilege to contribute towards the cause.
I told people I would be participating in these studies, but I never really got any negative stuff about participating in the study.
I was lucky enough to have a brother that was so supportive with me.
I was surprised at some of the reactions I got from people who I know. They were like, why are you doing that? Why would you do that? That was a basic reaction, like, you're crazy.
I think the biggest potential negative impact would actually be stigma, which is, of course, one of the most harmful things affecting people living with HIV and AIDS these days. I actually took it as an opportunity to do some education and activism around the effects of stigma in our community.
I was able to do that at my church, and that got to reach a lot of people. I got 3 different people I know to go, and one of the reasons they did it because they knew that I was in the trial and that nothing had happened to me, that it was safe.
Then I signed up. Oh, I will never forget that day. It was the blessed day ever because they gave me the support I couldn't even get from home. They were my second family.
I think a lot of people have asked me if I was scared to join an HIV vaccine study, especially one that would be infusing me with a product that was derived from HIV antibodies. And I think, no, I wasn't scared.
I was a little apprehensive about the needles, but it was good. I was comfortable.
When I started the study, when they said that they were gonna be administering antibodies or a placebo,
I'm thinking, what's the deal?
You sit through the process and it's explained to you in whatever way it needs to be explained to you for you to understand to make an informed decision.
The potential negative impacts were made very clear to me ahead of time, and none of them were scary. It was very clear to me throughout that I would not contract HIV from the study product.
When I went for my first visit, and it said, we are not gonna give you the dead virus or whatever, so do not worry. That had eased me into continuing with the study.
Both from a regulatory standpoint, but also from the way those studies are organized by the people running them. There's a lot of emphasis in making sure that participants are very well informed in how they work.
I feel like I'm being heard. If I were to voice a concern with any of the staff, I feel like that I've engaged with down through all these years. I feel like my opinion feels respected.
Me participating here in the study was the nicest experience ever because from the first time you enter, the receptionists, they are welcoming you very nicely. Even the nurses.
The staff have really built that relationship with me because they've been at every step of the way.
Going to the AMP study, starting building relationships and rapports, and not just with anybody, but with medical professionals.
every time I would come in, I would speak with my study coordinator, who would ask me a number of questions about just, my life and my experiences, within the community, my sexual experiences, and, how that related to the purpose of the trial.
They really make you feel comfortable here. I feel like it's because it's people from the community, and so that actually helps the interaction. You can talk to somebody who actually may relate to some of the stuff. So my interactions have been really good.
I was glad that I could have that support structure around me, and they helped me a lot because they came up in the right time whereby I was giving up.
And that entire staff have been very supportive of me calling and checking in, and that process is beautiful because they genuinely care.
It's very homey. For somebody that has such a lot of loss, it means a lot to me.
HIV is still a thing, and HIV is still very much a problem for people that do not have the privilege of getting connected with medical care.
The medical benefits are meant to benefit everyone, and so I think that doing the trials should target a population that's very representative.
It's hard to find people of color, especially older people of color, that are willing to do a vaccine trial.
It's clear that there is an intention to target populations that are more at risk.
You need some facts. You need to be able to say you need to be in this clinical trial because only 10% of people of color are in this trial. So how do we know that's going to work for you if we can't get other people and raise that level? So, if you don't get the local population in, those are the heroes that are taking the time out of their life to say what, I'm going to do this. Let me see what kind of impact I can have.
Gathering the data on a small part of the community now, hopefully should give us a good idea of what is going to be the effect of the treatment once it's deployed as a widely available vaccine.
I'm helping myself possibly, and I'm also gonna be able to help other people. I'm also gonna be able to get other people who look like me to be a part of this study.
For as long as healthcare continues to be difficult to come by, HIV will continue to be a deadly issue, and we see that in particular today in the global South, as well as within communities of color and trans communities here in the United States.
I think we're fortunate enough in the Bay Area that we do have a lot of organizations, we do have a lot of information, that it definitely allows for a more positive experience.
If everybody does it in a community, it can't but have a global effect. If I'm doing it, and somebody in Africa's doing it, and somebody in the Caribbean's doing it, eventually it does have that global effect.
I'm from the generation that lived through the tail end of the epidemic. I have lost people in my life, and I think that ever since we got more effective treatments for HIV, that sense of loss, at least here in the US, is less immediate to a lot of younger members of the LGBTQ community. And so I would welcome their participation and their activism around this issue.
If it's something that you would like to possibly make a difference, I would say this is probably the easiest way to make an impact.
Participate in research. It makes a difference.
The studies helped me to realize that I'm not the only mother who needs exchange the information with others. But that was the platform where I got enough time to exchange the information and learn more about others.
I am where I am today, and I know where I'm going because they brought some social skills back into myself that I thought that I would never have.
I would like if my story could help someone else out there.
If I had a chance to speak to people about being in a trial, I would tell them to do it. It has a chance to affect not only you, but it affects people directly. Our kids won't have to worry about this. They're gonna go out in the world, they're gonna do whatever they do, but wouldn't it be nice to know that they can just go get vaccinated and not worry about HIV?
It would change the world because stigma would stop around HIV.
I think that there are a lot of people out there doing a lot of good work, and that gives me hope.